Wherever we are on our planet, we prostrate towards the Kaaba. It is not the physical center of the world, but it is the absolute center of faith for the Muslim world. The Kaaba, our bodies shiver with its excitement and our hearts are enlightened with its vision. And what about the Hajj journey to the Kaaba? A journey that starts from the heart and reaches the body. This is a journey that embraces the excitement of reunion, love, and the spark of faith. Kaaba, Hajj, and humankind. Dressed in the purity of Ihram, it is a rehearsal for the Day of Judgment, where we all leave earthly ambitions and concerns behind, not just our clothes. And in that rehearsal, to comprehend and stick in our minds that we came into this world to be tested. That is why Hajj is the name of being reborn. A rebirth. To be reborn and be a better Muslim and a better servant to Allah. Like a chance given to a person to earn what he has lost in this world. We have set off on our Hajj journey. We are on the path to Kaaba to renew our promise to never fall into the same faults and ask forgiveness from Allah. We arrive at the Jeddah airport after our journey with the Saudi Arabian Airlines. We go through passport control together with the prospective pilgrims from all around the world. All the colors and races of the world are here. We are in a different atmosphere. Everyone was there to get into the Ihram, renew his or her oath to the Creator and ask for forgiveness. Later, we set off for the hotel where we will stay. We come to a perfect hotel as part of the organization, arranged by the Saudi Arabia Ministry of Culture and Information Authorities. We have a quick tour of Jeddah after tasting some delicious Arabic food. The first stop is the Islamic Development Bank. The Islamic Development Bank gives financial support to the Islamic countries with the aim to help their social and economic development. In addition, the bank gives support to the provision and slaughter of ovine and bovine animals during the Hajj season.
يسعدني باسم مجموعة البنك الإسلامي للتنمية التي تتولى إدارة مشروع المملكة العربية السعودية للإفادة من الهدي والأضاحي أن نرحب بكم جميعا في هذا اللقاء السنوي المبارك.
The Islamic Development Bank cooperates with the public and private sectors to carry out such organizations and plays an important role in delivering these sacrificial animals to the needy in 23 countries around the world.
وأن تكون جميع لحوم هذه الأنعام سليمة وصالحة للاستهلاك الآدمي لحجاج بيت الله الحرام وفقراء الحرم والفقراء في عدد من الدول التي تنقل إليها هذه اللحوم برا وجوا وبحرا والتي يبلغ عددها أكثر من 23 دولة.
بعض الشعوب الإسلامية لكنه لا يراعي شعوب
After the staff of Islamic Development Bank answered the questions of the journalists in this cordial meeting, we did not leave there before taking some photographs with the guests. Now, off to Mecca. Ministry officials bring us to the Health and Rescue Center near Arafat. Here, they really know what to do in case of an emergency that the prospective pilgrims might experience. They are already prepared for the Hajj season with fully equipped ambulances, helicopters, and hundreds of staff. Then they take the press members to the Hajj Control and Management Center.
نتمنى إن شاء الله أنهم يكونوا أدوا مناسكهم إن شاء الله في يسر وسهولة واطمئنان وأمان إن شاء الله. بشكل عام المركز طبعا مركز القيادة والسيطرة ينقسم إلى 3 أقسام. هناخذهم الآن جولة على المركز بالكامل.
All teams are working meticulously to ensure that prospective pilgrims can observe their Hajj duty in comfort and safety. The field teams report emergency notices to here, where the actions to be taken is decided. Here, after the important press statement Colonel Mohsen Al-Shirani, the Director of Media Affairs, gave us, we learned that Saudi officials have a surprise for the press members. We will have a chance to see and record the Hajj area from the air with a helicopter. When we took off, we can see from the bird's eye how wide the Hajj organization has spread. We watch Arafat from the sky, and it's empty. But tomorrow, that will change. Tomorrow, there will not only be tents here on these empty streets from Arafat to Muzdalifah, but also hundreds of thousands of people. The cries, Labbaik, Allahumma Labbaik, will rise to the sky from this very ground. Once again, Kaaba, the center of faith and worship of all Muslims. It cleanses our hearts with its divine light and unites and binds the believers around the belief of Tawheed. Now it was time for us press members to observe our duty of Hajj. Slowly, millions of people began to flow into Arafat. In unison, they move in the same direction with the same feelings. The elderly, the children, the sick, dressed in ihrams, everyone is in Arafat now. Arafat is the name of the region where Allah Almighty showed the boundaries of the ritual to our Prophet through Jibreel. To be on Arafat on the eve of Hajj is a miracle for a Muslim. Because the prayers and worship made in this holy place will not be rejected. In this moment, the tongue is only a means. The heirs of the heart can hear the earth's call to the heavens. Arafat is the name of a mountain and plain 20 kilometers away from the Kaaba. It is also called Jabal Ar-Rahmah, that is, the Mount of Mercy. This 70-meter hill is made up of dark green stones, but it becomes white with Ihrams during the Hajj season. Here, the pilgrims perform the Waqfi at Arafat, an important component of the Hajj, since those who complete the Waqfi are dressed in a spiritual fragrance, the Arf. This mount is called Arafat. Indeed, now one can see the spiritual fragrance on the faces and looks of all believers. Despite the heat, Masjid-i-Nimrah is a sea of humans right now. In Arafat, a believer who puts everything aside as if unbuttoning his garments transcends this world and reaches into the real one. The believer symbolically lives the gathering and accounting of the Judgment Day and really understands his or her responsibility and that one day he will give account for his actions.
Bugün burada bulunmamızın da sebebi olan, Arafat'ta bulunmamızın da sebebi olan Hz. Peygamber'in veda hutbesinin yapıldığı yer burası ve veda hutbesinde aslında Allah'ın oku dediği şeyleri okumak ve onun üzerine de Hz. Peygamber'in vasiyet ettiklerini tekrar hatırlamak için biz burada buluşuyoruz. O sözleri tekrar dinlemek için buluşuyoruz.
The believer understands the meaning of standing before Allah, and also that the real value of qualities like status, wealth, and knowledge will be revealed on the day of accounting. He or she will comprehend once again that superiority can only be in piety. The Messenger of Allah went to the Mount of Mercy after he combined the noon and afternoon prayers at noon in Masjid-i-Nimrah and turned towards the Qibla and prayed there until sundown to perform the Waqfi.
Hamdolsun çok güzel bir hac organizasyonuyla karşı karşıyayız. Çok güzel bir misafirperverlikle karşı karşıyayız. Başından sonuna kadar çok başarılı bir organizasyon gerçekleştirilmiş. Dünyanın değişik bölgelerinden Müslüman gazeteciler, bilim insanları buraya davet edilmişler. En güzel Suudi misafirperverliğini bize gösterdiler. Haccı bizlere kolaylaştırdılar. Allah onlardan razı olsun.
We can do our live broadcast and perform our prayers in the place where the Ministry of Culture and Information has set for us press members, inside Arafat. A wonderful experience. Moreover, it's a different experience for us to broadcast to the world the enthusiasm of the millions despite the scorching heat. As the sun sets, we leave Arafat together with all the pilgrims and set off to Muzdalifah, the next place of Waqfi. Some people go there by buses and some go there on foot. Saudi Arabian Ministry of Culture and Information is working very hard here to provide comfort and ease to the pilgrims. While the authorities carry out necessary security checks, they don't forget to warm our hearts with a treat of a cup of coffee. Muzdalifah means to approach, to get closer. Of course, we approach and get close to Allah Almighty. Waqfi at Muzdalifah is also one of the rules of Hajj. Waqfi can be performed anywhere in Muzdalifah. But the favorable place is near the Mount Qusar. Those who are able will go up on this hill and worship and pray to Allah Almighty. It is rewarding to stay the night at Muzdalifah to worship. The believers cleanse their souls with prayers at Muzdalifah and also collect some stones to use in the stoning of the devil the next day. With the first lights of the day, the prospective pilgrims become a wild river and flow to the Mina region. The elderly, the young, people in wheelchairs, in short, all Muslims are going to stone the largest devil and sacrifice animals. We will also perform these rituals and after that perform the tawaf, circumambulate the Kaaba. After the tawaf, we will shave our hair and take off the ihram and experience the honor of becoming pilgrim and the joy of being forgiven.
الحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. اللهم حرر فلسطين، اللهم حرر فلسطين، اللهم انصر إخواننا المجاهدين في كل مكان، اللهم انصر إخواننا المجاهدين في سبيلك في كل مكان يا الله. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وقنا عذاب النار.
Tawaf of the Kaaba is a ritual that is based on the order of the universe. The planets rotate around the sun, the electrons around the nucleus, the moth around the candle. Rotating around such a center means allegiance with love, and in that case, an allegiance to Allah Almighty. Tawaf is the most sacred point in a Muslim's spiritual life.
If I had one message to give, like, is, you know, to always stick to Quran and Sunnah, because the one who stay with Quran and the one who stay with Sunnah, they're walking straight. And as soon as you start doing like this, then you're gonna get into trouble. But if your life is based on Quran and if your life is based on Sunnah, it doesn't matter how the world is turning, you're gonna keep going straight and on the right way, on the right path, on the right direction. Once again, the message I have for everybody is the message I have for Turkish people. And also, you know, I will add the support towards each other. Because as you know, Rasul, he said, the best of the Muslim are those, like, you're not a true believer if you don't want for your brother in Islam what you want for your own self. And today we want a lot of things for ourselves, but for our brother in Islam, we, like, if they have problem or anything, then it's we just let it go and we just don't care. But we should be affected the same way if it was our children that are affected. And this is what we're missing, this brotherhood between us, between Muslims.
We will stay in Mina for 3 days and stone the smallest, medium, and largest devils for 3 days. This form of worship has been passed to us by Prophet Ibrahim. When Prophet Ibrahim took his son Ismail to sacrifice him as a test, the devil appeared before them. It tried to turn Prophet Ibrahim away from this test by abusing his compassion as a father. But Prophet Ibrahim rejected it. So it turned to Ismail and told him that his father had misunderstood Allah Almighty's order and he left his mother weeping behind him. It told him not to comply with this order. Ismail not only disregarded the tricks of the devil, but he also threw 7 stones after him. That's why the pilgrims throw stones at the Jamarat, to remember and relive this incident. Now, it's time to leave Mecca. It's time to say goodbye to this holy place by performing our last tawaf around the Kaaba. We are in Medina, the most popular place for the pilgrims after Mecca. Our first goal is to just run to Al-Masjid An-Nabawi. To breathe the air in this city where the Ansar and the Muhajirun had lived is a great joy for every Muslim, because this city is the city of the Sultan of the Roses, the Prophet of the Prophets, Muhammad Mustafa. Men and women are walking towards the same direction, their faces smiling and their hearts at peace. There is only one thing you want to do from the moment you step in this city. Your heart leads your feet directly to the Al-Masjid An-Nabawi. Most of the time, you do not even notice the street vendors. This interest towards Al-Masjid An-Nabawi makes expansion of the area a necessity. The Saudi Arabian government is working on an expansion project here. Therefore, they are trying to take precautions against the risk of a stampede when millions of pilgrims visit the place. Then we return to Jeddah. Our last stop is the farewell reception, held by Mr. Avid Al-Avid, the Minister of Culture and Information, for the press members. After we observe the Hajj with the help of Arab hospitality, once again there are smiles and expressions of contentment on our faces. Hajj, the largest organization of the world, is completed this year with complete success in Mecca and Medina. Farewell Mecca. Farewell Medina. Thank you, Saudi Arabia, and esteemed officials of the Ministry of Culture and Information.